Alright, Shalom. Foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem, wcguerkiejejkhkvukefhiuvgyjgukerihu. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to my YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from his final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson, and today, the inspiration to do this lesson is going to be this video game that I was playing, alright? And you know what? Firstly, call YAHAWAH, because lately I have been able to extract lessons from these media, okay? Because basically you can really tell like the type of spirit that they're in like right now, and the not only just a spirit, like the mindset that they had, and it really just goes to show like just how much wickedness is being pushed out, and how much they just really, they hate Yahawah, Yahawashi. Okay, because before, I don't think it was as blatant, but it's definitely a lot more blatant, and we're going to be getting into this. Okay, so right quick, let me see. Basically, what happened was, or that I'm going to be, I guess, discussing, not really so much a story, but basically just this one video game, okay, Final Fantasy 16. Let me change the screen. This game, Final Fantasy 16, they basically had said some things that were basically disrespectful to, I guess, people that believe. Let me get this. That believe in Yahawah, Yahawashi. A whole bunch of disrespectful stuff, and we're going to be getting into the exact details of it. But like, it's just, you know what? Let me actually start and letting this play, because I don't know how far I'm going to need to get to it. But basically, like there, we're going to be listening to some of it. Basically, it's a lot of disrespectful stuff, and I want to go in and break down, why said was basically wrong, and absolutely and undoubtedly targeted at, I want to say, people that believe in I want to say a God, but in actuality it was people that believe in Yahawah and Yahawashi, because that's really the main focus, or the main God that people have a problem. All right, so I'll let this play, and I'll probably mute myself in a bit. But I'm not gonna let the whole thing play. Just the parts where it concerns us. So okay, one last thing is, like, the thing that really pisses me off the most, that made me want to do this video, was the fact that we're supposed to be we're supposed to be represented in the video game as the villain, the bad side, whereas the carnal people, the worldly people, they're supposed to be representing, the good guys and stuff like that. All right, so let's let this play.
The blade must ever feed if her edge is to remain keen. What care you for these worthless creatures? They are nothing. Weak from the moment of their conception, ever longing for power not theirs to command, they turn unfailingly upon themselves. Like sheep, they roam in filthy flocks, eager to trample those few gifted a fleece of gold, or that they might feel contentment with their pitiful existence. Prejudice and persecution, severance and strife, every earthly wrong springs from the malice in men's hearts. malice born of the pain and suffering that is free will. Its corruption is gnawed at your being from the very moment of your birth.
Okay, I guess a bit of context. The blue little rock things, those are supposed to be people that were, I guess, changed by some stuff, by some, I guess, fog or something. The fog makes them, it basically turns them into a zombie, kind of, in one sense of the word, where the zombie isn't, it does have a direction and the zombie follows, but it's not like it is brainless. The zombie itself is brainless, but it's still being controlled to the point where it's kind of like zombies, but at the same time it's kind of not, because it's being follows the orders or whatever of the god, quote unquote, in the game.
You're wrong. It is no corruption. It is who I am.
Fuck. I Slakia. Whatever. Let's go into it then, I guess. So they were talking about free will. No, not yet. Not yet. Slakia, not yet.
Every choice I make, right or wrong, gives me reason to carry on. And carry on I shall. Not as a puppet, but as a man. Which are you? There was a time I too thought those the only choices. What? Long ago, God granted man the gift of magic. And with
Okay, well, I mean, Slakia, I didn't remember how, I guess, disorganized I was, but basically, you know, he's saying the overarching theme that he's saying is that if you follow a god, then you are a puppet. You're not a man. All right, and just the big issue that is that statement is so wrong, because Yahawadah, SHAMAIWAN, he doesn't make it so that we are, you know, just puppets. Yet we are called servants, yes, but at the same time we still have our own individual, you know, likes, tastes, desires, and whatnot. Okay, some brothers like to play video games, like as you can see right here. I'm playing this video game, and some brothers, heck, they may not want to play video games. Some brothers like watching movies or whatever. Okay, because I know a lot of brothers that have been inspired to do videos by movies, and I've yet to see any really do stuff about games, or that's just me. Okay, but let me get this. Okay, okay, Amos chapter 3 verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? So this is to the whole zombie point, to the whole calling us zombies point. Okay, so number one, we are supposed to all have the same mindset, have the same desire, which is to serve Yahawadah, SHAMAIWAN. All right, yes, that is true. But again, it's more that, and that's the beauty of Yahawadah, SHAMAIWAN. He didn't just make it so that we are a bunch of brainless, mindless zombies, because even right now I'm able to say and do, you know, our stuff that I want, kind of giving a bit of an illusion of free will, because free will does not exist. It doesn't truly exist in the grand scheme of things. The main stuff, the prophecies that were shown, all right, they all are going to and have to come to pass. But everything that leads up to it, okay, stuff like, oh, what color shirt is someone gonna wear? Oh, what's someone gonna do in their, what's a brother gonna do in their free time? Okay, those stuff are inconsequential and give us that whole I guess free will, so to speak. I don't want to say free will, but I guess you can say there's no. I don't really have a better term. All right, but ultimately, scheme of things, there are going to be the elect. Okay, that all strive for the one thing. Some of us might like pizza. Some of us might not like pizza. Okay, but those, at the end of the day, the main concept of free will does not exist, because we cannot change the end goal, our ends. All right. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 12, to support that the fact that we all are individuals. Okay, 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 12, all things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. So it says all things are lawful, but all things are not expedient. So basically, say for example, there's nowhere in the scriptures, let me get this, or let me try to get it. Video games. Say there's nowhere in the scriptures that says you cannot play video games. You can't say, there's nowhere that says thou shalt not play video games. So we're allowed to play. But the thing about that is it the best thing to do? Is it always going to be the most optimal thing to do in order to achieve our goal? No. But the thing is, because it's not a sin, because we are not sinning, all right, because YAHAWASHI didn't tell us do not play video games, then we're still able to play video games just as one of the many examples. Just like we're able to do a bunch of other stuff, okay, but as long as it doesn't, it doesn't break the law, statutes, and commandments, okay. So there could be a plethora of things that we do, and that is the thing that's showing our individuality. All right, that's the one. That's the thing that's showing that we are, different. Okay, but at the same time, we still have the same beliefs. All right.
Gifted he build great civilizations. Yet over time, man lost sight of the gift's true meaning, stepping from the path of shared prosperity to one of avarice. He abandoned his creator for sword and flame, and through his folly beckoned the blight. Yet, there were those few who refused to turn their eyes from the heavens, and they prayed to God that he might lead them back to righteousness. And the Lord, he did answer. Before the worthy shall the gates of paradise open, and so did I spread my arms to the ether.
Slakia, right quick, I just want to say that this is basically them showing that, oh, this is the religious mindset. All right, so yeah.
Soul upon its gentle waters, I gave myself unto him.
Also notice how when they will say God, him, or him in reference to God, they will capitalize the thing to, I guess, signify that they are talking about I guess, God, or in a Christian sense, I guess. Let me see if they have it. The irreversible change brought about by the living beings, overexposure to aether, creatures that are stripped of any intelligence or sense of self that may once have had, they may once have had, and become suffused with life force, usually manifesting as extreme strength and aggression. Though most regard men who turn as naught but mindless monsters. Barnabas and Slepner claim they are in fact divine. So we'll see. I think they're gonna show it. Yeah, Slocky. I just remembered by reading that. YAHAWASHI. You'll see. Yahawadah, you'll see.
What madness is this? My worth proven, the Lord charged me thus. If your kind are to find salvation, they must be made to serve. You see.
Okay, yeah. Slakia, I keep on pausing it, but you know, this is not about showing the video, this is about me explaining it. Your kind must be made. Fuck, I should pause it. Your kind must be made to serve. Okay, well, let's go. Remember that.
Step away. Could we only take it? Could we only leave our transgressions behind? For none save the pure of heart and mind may set foot in the new world. I will save us. But it all begins and ends with you. You are the key, Mythos. And with this humble offering, shall I prove my faith once more? So you forsook your kingdom.
Fuck. Okay, Slakia. Now your mind must be made to serve. Okay, that's the thing. Let me get into this. Move back into this. Basically, as I was saying, the whole, lack of free will thing. That, as I had mentioned before, that's these creatures. They were people, but because of the thing, they lose their intelligence and self. It says there, so that they are mindless and that they are able to serve their God, which is in this. And they're trying to put that and say that that's how Christians are. That Christians have to abandon their sense of self in order to serve the God of the Bible. Okay, and like the thing about that is it's so just disrespectful, and it's really just goes to show just like the thing. Like I was talking to someone before about this, like when people make like stories and stuff like this, they extract their own quote unquote life lessons or their own thoughts, and they put it into this type of thing, okay, where the man or the person's mindset was to say that his way of thinking about people that believe in a God, okay, it's like he views them as mindless zombies that just are like that feign themselves to be divine or great and stuff like that. Okay, so that's the whole disrespectful aspect of it. Okay, now we go into what he's saying in response. He's saying, you forsook your kingdom, you forsook yourself to serve, quote unquote. Now let me get this. This is in fact the next one. If I can get it out. So now, First John chapter 2 verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So choosing to live for the world, choosing to love the world, choosing over Yahawadah, SHAMAIWAN, that is a problem. And he's basically demonizing him and saying that because you chose God over the world, or that's what the writer is saying, that they're betraying the world. They're betraying their fellow man by serving God. That's basically what they're saying. All right, and you can also see that because this is pretty far into the story, and they're the main antagonists, so to speak, in one of the sense, where the God is the main antagonist, where this man is serving said God and is the problem of the game, okay? And he is saying that, you forsaking and choosing to serve that God is wickedness or evil, all right? So yeah, basically saying to choose YAHAWASHI over people is betrayal. Now let's go. Oh, should I? Okay, you know what? Let me also bring this out, because I also had something else that I want to show. I want to do a video on, but I guess this is a good time. Now, Etika World Network. All right. This is he did. So yeah, this is the guy. That's Etika. Now the thing about this is, I guess during the time that before he died, I vaguely recall him saying some stuff, I guess basically disrespecting YAHAWASHI, not using his name, thankfully, I guess, but but just in general, I guess going crazy and saying a bunch of like wild stuff. Now this person, okay, he, I guess, is apparently an atheist. All right, so let's see what he's gonna say. He's saying, please call the police and pray for him. He's saying this person who is supposedly an atheist is saying pray for him. All right. Now also, he also, this is the only reason why I know that he's an atheist, because I don't know them personally, but they're saying that they're aware that they are the last person to say pray for someone, but this time he's turning to anything, anyone, anywhere in order to make sure that Etika is actually alive and is actually okay. Okay, he's saying whatever you believe in, just pray that he's okay. All right. I don't know if he says anything else. Is he gonna? Yeah, that's basically it. That, like, the crazy thing about it, when people are in trouble, when people want help, all right, they will go and say, oh, God should have helped me, God should have saved me, God should have saved this, that, or the third. All right, but all these other times, the rest of their life, they will not listen. They will not listen to him, but they want him to. And I talked about this too. They do not want to listen. They do not want to heed the words that YAHAWASHI said. They do not want to change their lives for YAHAWASHI. They only want the good, but they never want to change themselves or make improvement in order to please Yahweh Bahashem YAHAWASHI. Okay, and I just think that is hilarious and crazy, just the straight hypocrisy in their desire to ask for something, but they don't want to do anything for Yahweh Bahashem YAHAWASHI. Okay, it's crazy to me. All right. Let's see. And the truth of the matter is that they betrayed Yahweh Bahashem YAHAWASHI. okay? People in general, not people in general, but more specifically the Israelites, okay? But also there is a matter of, the, I guess, laws, statutes, and commandments that all nations have to follow after, which basically is, the whole world knows that you're not supposed to be a sodomite and doing certain things, but regardless, they still do it. All right, and again, like, that is a betrayal to YAHAWASHI, and they don't want to acknowledge that. All right, but they still want to be accepted. Judges chapter 8 verse 34, and the children of Israel remembered not the Most High thy power, who had delivered them out of the hands of all their enemies on every side. Okay, so they remembered not YAHAWASHI, who delivered them out of the hands of their enemies. Okay, when YAHAWASHI, let's say for example, if YAHAWASHI had spared Edeka and made Edeka live, okay, then what? Okay, then honestly, ask yourself, what do you think would have happened? Okay, they would have just gone back to doing whatever they were doing, not believing, not changing their life, not fixing themselves for YAHAWASHI. Like, that would have been the reality of the situation. Okay, and honestly, like, for me personally, all right, when all this was happening, I do remember it happening, and me personally, I just did not care. I did not like Edeka or what he had become, basically. All right, and I was I guess kind of offended, if you want to call that, if you want to say that's what it was. All right, so I really just did not care. I viewed it as like, okay, well, another celebrity, pseudo celebrity, whatever, going crazy and shit happening to him and whatnot. That's basically how my view, that was basically my view on it. So again, like, I didn't care. But this one relative that I knew, that I talked to regularly back then, he was fucking crying. This dude cried over a nigga he never fucking met. Like, I just thought it was weird. Like why? Like, this dude is crazy and weird, and like, he just, like, I don't know, like, it's the type of stuff, like, and also he was definitely worldly. He wasn't the relative in question wasn't in the truth, but he did, he was kind of, I remember when I talked to him about it. He at first, he's like, okay, well, I guess it's unfortunate, I am sad, but whatever. And then I guess a few years back, like, I guess 1 or 2, then he just, like, I guess broke down when someone reminded him about it. He was crying and stuff like that. Like, it really messed with him when, like, I would say, for me and my brother, who are actually in this truth, like, we said, okay, well, it's unfortunate we lost a funny entertainer, but oh well, like, who cares? That's the thing. Like, even with me personally, I would say I was more sad when True Goy from De La Soul died. Oh, did I stop it recording? No, I didn't. Like, I was more sad when True Goy De La Soul. I was more sad when he died. But I didn't cry or anything. I didn't say, okay, well, oh well. Like, that's basically it. Like, yeah, it's sad that they died, more so him, but like, he wasn't going around, openly saying a bunch of, wickedness. Okay, which that's the thing. Like, let me get that, as a matter of fact. Okay. Psalms chapter 139 verse 21. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee? And am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? So those that hate Yahweh, I hate them too. Okay, honestly, the Lord's enemies are my enemies. My enemies are YAHAWASHI's enemies. All right, like I honestly do not fuck with these people that can openly just profess their hatred for Yahweh, and on that same token, I don't fuck with the people that behind closed doors disrespect or hate YAHAWASHI. All right, and that's the thing that I just in general, like when, and I spoke to my brother that's in this truth about it. We were talking about, like, it's hard to find YouTubers that are entertaining to watch nowadays because now that we're in this truth, hearing people talk shit about YAHAWASHI. I remember this one YouTube group or these YouTube duo say or call Joseph, Yahawashi's father, a cuck because they're under the impression that Mary had sex with Yahawashi. That's the impression that they got, so they call Joseph a cuck as a result, when it's just a matter of them not having understanding. Okay, and again, like, because of that, like, I absolutely hate them, and I do not like watching their videos. But the sad part of it is, I have a sister that watches them. I don't know why, but it's just, well, honestly, I do know why. The reality of it is, I guess women, even Eve, regardless of if they're in the truth, not in the truth, or whatever, all right, they do like hearing fucking, I guess, women empowerment type shit. So, that's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. And I just don't fuck. I just hate. Whenever they open their mouth, I just hate. I just hate them, honestly. And that's I really don't like care. And heck, maybe I don't even remember exactly, but maybe I said call Yahawashi when he died, or actually I doubt I was in the truth at the time, but I just thought, hey, whatever. Okay, he wasn't entertaining, but whatever. But for the rest of these YouTubers, I've been cutting off a lot of what I've been watching because I just don't like hearing people talk about how they or what they think of Yahawashi. Okay, so it's, unless they're like super top tier comedy and it's like they can always make me laugh, like, no, like unless they're like, yeah, like S tier or whatever, like I just stop watching them, honestly, because it just gets on my nerves to like hear them talk, especially with prior knowledge on their thoughts on Yahweh. Okay, and that's a beautiful thing to have, to be able to say that you actually despise someone because they do not love, they do not like, or they do not mess with Yahawashi. That's true love right there, honestly. Call Yahawashi. All right, now let's go back into this. So I'm not missing anything, to make sure I'm on the right track and I don't miss anything, because I want everything to be in order. So I'll let this play.
You forsook yourself to serve. Tell me, how is that living?
Okay, Slakia, because I did written down, I believe. So yeah, basically, oh no, that's cold. Okay, so he said, you forsook your people, your kingdom, everything in order to serve. Okay, in order to be a servant to someone else. How hypocritical can you be? And honestly, I really don't know. How can anybody watch this dumb fuck say something so stupid when the reality of it is these people, a majority of the people in this world are already serving someone else. Okay, like this type of shit, this really pissed me off. I am telling you, I'm telling you right now. Okay, how do you say that you? So it's not okay. It is not okay to serve Yahweh, YAHAWASHI, who has the power of a God. All right, the power, like, it's to you right now. Am I stupid? Am I missing something? All right. Let me get this. Okay. Let me just take a step back. Okay. Am I missing something? You would rather you say that it's a betrayal. You betrayed your people in order to serve a God. I really need to. I'm really trying to see the logic. I'm actually trying to see his point. Like what? Like what? Anyway, like it is always so unbelievable to just hear things like this. Like I really just don't. I don't understand. I really don't. And for like, is that supposed to mean? Is that supposed to mean that humans are innately supposed to be seeking their own sovereignty? Like they're not supposed to. There's not supposed to be servants. This nigga has a fucking servant. Has servants his on his own. Okay. So what is he supposed to? Is he saying that they shouldn't be serving him? People, there should be no one that's under anyone else. Who wrote this shit? Who wrote this shit? Okay. Anyway, just to stay on track. Let me see if I'm not missing anything. Slack here.
What you seek to provide is not salvation. It's anything but. Life is about always having a choice. Take that away, and we might.
So he's saying that. I'm not saying what he's saying literally or what he's saying to him. I want to say this is what he's saying. The writer, what the writer is saying to those that believe in a God or Yahweh Shai. Okay, they're saying that what we are seeking is not salvation, but I guess servitude, so to speak. Not so to speak, but literally. Okay, we're seeking to be, I guess, servants to, I guess I want to say, an arrogant being, because that's what a lot of these people say. They say that the God of the Bible is so arrogant. The God of the Bible, this, that, and the third. Like, it gets annoying. I really just, bro, like, listening to this type of stuff, it just gets on your nerves. All right. So, yeah, basically, saying that it's not salvation, seeking servitude, but like, I wanna know, like, honestly, is life in Babylon, is choosing to live in this world, that is supposed to be salvation? Like, that is so insane. How you got these people talking the most shit, talking mad shit about Yahweh, who has the power to literally make things like whatever, like the best thing ever. kingdom of heaven, you know, wondrous, okay? But then, like, we're supposed to be satisfied living as servants, being second fiddle to whoever is already in charge. That is salvation to them? Really? But no, the reality of it is it's really just trying to keep us as servants to them. All right? To the people that are in charge. Like, that's the reality of it. That's the truth. All right? Like, it's so stupid. It really is stupid, honestly.
God chose you to.
Alright, Slakia about that. Slakia for the pause, I guess, or the interruption. We are going to continue. Next, we have, this is the very start of the dialogue that was said. Basically, he's saying, God chose you to serve as his vessel, and you cling to this foolish notion of hope. Okay, so the problem with that is, in Yahawadah, I don't have to play anymore because I don't even like this freaking boss fight. He's saying that God chose him to be the vessel, and he's basically resisting the will of God. That's basically what he's saying. Now, John chapter 6, verse 44. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. All right? It's not. Okay? John 15:16. If ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, but whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it. Okay? Where is it? Numbers chapter 23, verse 19. Yahweh is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Hath he said, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Now also, there's also finally one more thing. Romans 3, okay. So, Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Yahweh forbid. Yea, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Okay, so again, over here, all right, as we see in John, I know I read through all of them, but they all are important. They all need to be understood. Okay, number one, no one can go to Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi, okay, except they be drawn. Okay, so if in Slakia, in the example of this game, they're basically saying that the main character Clive was chosen by God, but because because the writer is under the impression that free will exists, he thinks that a person can defy the will of God. Okay, but the reality of it is, only those. Oh my God! I just thought of something funny. So the thing that's funny is, the thing that is hilarious, actually, not funny, it's hilarious, is Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi did not choose this Ammonite. Okay, let's see who's the writer. Final Fantasy 6. writer. Kazutoyo Meihiro. Okay, he is the lead writer. So if I can fucking get a picture of him, honestly, and you never know who's an Israelite. You never know who's what nation. But you know, honestly, the way I was listening to this story, which on well, let me not get into that. But anyway, the way that I was listening to this story, it honestly sounds like this guy is an Edomite instead. In my speaking as a man, because a lot of the stuff that he's saying, it just feels like straight, like straight and full carnality. All right, and when I say straight and full carnality, it's like I'm pretty sure even Ammonites have some sort of spirituality, right? But the thing about him and how he was making his story, it was like there's no spirituality. It is only and solely, you know, doing stuff by yourself as a person, as a people, right? And then you also have the straight hypocrisy and the foolishness that you kind of, in my speaking as a man again, you only kind of hear from like Esau, Edom, all right, like this type of the type of mindset of like, you know, doing stuff by yourself and trying to and serving, not wanting to serve, you know, a God, okay, not just the Most High God, but any God, all right, like that type of mindset. Again, it's more like the spirit of Esau, Edom, all right. So that's why, like, you know, speaking as a man, that's why I think that guy, the writer for this, the Kazu Toyo, whatever his name is a freaking Edomite, and that's just you know what I am. That's what I am believing through the Spirit. All right, you know, and you know that's the crazy thing about it. Is you just never know who anyone is. Okay, like anyone can look like anything. That you can look. They can be someone that looks like they can be someone that looks like him, but also Slakia, right quick, I just want also the writer for Final Fantasy 14, which was also another, I guess, white, so-called white, a story about, you know, so-called Edomite, something that appeals to Edomites. All right. Okay. Well, I guess I can't find it. Yeah, they never really have too much information on stuff like that. So Kazutoyo Mahiro. Anyway, is going against Yahawah, even though Yahawah chose them specifically. Okay, so number one, like if the Lord picks someone, okay, and destine them to, you know, go preaching the gospel or whatever, all right, then they're going to preach the gospel, or they're going to receive salvation. They're going to receive, you know, all that the Lord promised of them. Okay, now if my computer can move, Slakia. This stuff froze on me again. This stuff freezes sometimes. Anyway, John 15 and 16, as it shows, as it is written. Okay, but we don't decide. Okay, it's the Most High YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI that decides. Okay, and it also says that He ordains us. Okay, what does the word ordain mean? If my thing can stop freezing, I don't know what I have to close out. You know, I might just open it up on my phone if it's just too slow. Ordain, make someone a priest or minister, confer holy orders on. Order or decree something officially. Okay, yeah, basically, you know, what's the word? Like, I don't know, like appoint them. Yes, that's the word. Appoint them to a big position. Okay, so it's not because someone decided that they want to. Okay, it's literally you know, Yahawadah, I'm one of those that was ordained, but it's basically the fact that YAHAWASHI chose, okay, this was Kawakab was preordained, he was predestined, he was always going to make it as, you know, the vessel of a teacher. All right, ye should go and bring forth fruit. Okay, so regardless of whether someone believes it or not, okay, if the Lord chose, you know, say Kawakab to bring forth fruit, then I'm going to bring forth fruit no matter what. Okay, there's nothing that's going to stop it from happening. Okay, things might seem like it's free will, but as long as the Most High Yahawashi, you know, established it from the beginning. Okay, as it says, as the scriptures say, declaring the end at the beginning. Okay, declaring Isaiah yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. Okay, so okay, well, beginning, all right, it was already, everything was already established, things were already set in stone. All right, and you know, just again in Romans 3, okay, just because someone doesn't believe, just because someone says, oh, that's not gonna happen, that's impossible, blah blah blah, it doesn't make it any less true. It's still going to happen. All right, and finally, yeah, just basically, Yahweh is not a liar. Okay, he declared it and it's going to happen. Okay, whether the people want to or not. And the thing about that is, there's no even the servants, if we were chosen by Yahawadah, that we're not gonna go against him. We're already going to be for him. All right, if Yahawadah said that you know, oh, this person is going to receive salvation, all right, which the thing is, no one knows. Let me get that, as a matter of fact. Matthew chapter 24 verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So only those that endure to the end is going to be saved. All right, so how do we know if we're saved? The reality of it is, we don't know. Okay, no one knows if they're going to be saved until the very end. Okay, I can't even say I'm going to be saved. I can't say, and that's what a lot of Christians say, oh, I'm saved in the blood of Jesus Christmas. All right, the reality of it, the truth is, we don't know. We can't know until the very end, and we see, you know, who is actively getting saved at that point in time. All right.
As his vessel, and you cling to this foolish notion of...
Just make sure I didn't forget anything. Okay, oh, Slakia, I forgot. I missed something. Before the fight happened, since I'm going to be editing this video, I'm gonna probably play it back again. Clive says something that, okay, I don't want to show it. I might pause it and then I'll edit them together. Says, because he chose to serve, he's the one that is weak. Okay, so basically they're saying that if you follow after YAHAWASHI, if you lean on Yahawah, Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI, you are weak and you don't have power to stand on your own. When the truth of the matter is, okay, let me get that. The truth of the matter is Yahawah, Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI, is our power. Okay, let me get this. Where is it? I think I have it written now. Slack, bear with me one moment. Okay, Slack. Where is it? Okay, basically, Zechariah. Zechariah chapter 13, verse 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahawah is my power. Right? It says God, but you know, our power is God. Okay, and we see this in a lot of different things. Let's prove this. Joshua chapter 10 verse 11. And it came to pass, as they fled from before Israel and were in the going down to Beth Horon, that the Most High Yahawah cast down great stones from heaven upon them unto Azekah, and they died. And there were more which died from with hailstones than they whom the children of Israel slew with the sword. Okay, and the thing is, if you go a lot more into a lot of the wars that the children of Israel fought during their time in the wilderness, you know, after getting out of Egypt, a lot of the wars that they faced, they were at a disadvantage. As a matter of fact, they were either they had less, quote unquote, carnal strength, and the only reason why they were able to win, okay, was because Yahawah Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI was with them. Yahawah Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI gave them power. No, he didn't give them power. He is their power. Okay, and that is the thing. Like in an instance like this, okay, the children of Israel were fighting a war against another nation, and Yahawah Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI, he sent down rocks from heaven to kill their enemies. Okay, so he got rid of them. That is the true source of our power. Okay, it's not a matter of what we're able to do, and because we're still, you know, as a people, strong individually. But the thing is, we thrive, or we are greater. We're only able to win, okay, when Yahawah Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI is fighting for us. Okay, now, do I have this out? No, I do not, unfortunately. But anyway, basically, you know, because whenever we're on the good side of Yahawah Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI, whenever we have the Lord's favor, then he will, I guess, as this example shows, he will manipulate, bend the rules, break the rules, or whatever for us. Okay, which is, it's not really breaking the rules. There's no rule. There's no law that says Yahawah Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI can't intervene in worldly matters. Okay, if Yahawah Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI wanted, he could just, you know, come down and, you know, give us money. Okay, but actually there are rules, and the rules is the fact that, you know, prophecies have to come to pass, and that's the only true thing that that has to happen. So something like us getting delivered early, that can't happen, because Yahawah Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI said, you know, that these prophecies are going to pass. All this stuff has to happen, and that's when we'll be delivered. All right. Now, moving on. Let's see. Let me let this play actually. If I have this out still. Oh, I didn't show. That's unfortunate. Basically, over here, Joshua chapter 10, verse 11. It's lucky I didn't show it on the thing. But let me go back. Yahawadah.
Desperate, are we?
Okay, no, I'm not playing this. I guess that's it for the game, because I don't feel like going in more. I'm just gonna write down. I'm just gonna talk about the points that I had. Anyway, no, since we're done with that, okay. The next thing was one of the things that he said he's going to say, not probably, he is going to say, is the fact that the world that we live in, or the world that he lives in, and by extension the writer says we currently live in, is worth saving. The way that things are now, the wickedness that's growing, okay, the evil people that are oppressing the people, okay, he's basically saying that all that is okay to happen, okay, like all that is worth saving, all that is worth living in, okay, which is a wild thing to say. Like, he is so busy trying to disrespect and talk shit to people that believe in YAHAWASHI, that have a hope in Yahweh making the world a better place, that he doesn't realize the shit that the literal shit that is coming out of his mouth. Like, does he not realize how stupid that sounds? To say that the all the evilness that's going on, the evil people that are in power, that are abusing the people, this deserves to continue. Like, that's wild to me. It's wild. All right. And then on top of that, he also says, which again, I don't want to go into the thing, but Yahawadah, you just believe me, or if you want, I guess watch the rest of it on YouTube if you want. Anyway, he also says that it's also worth saving. It's that you go and fight and rebel and try to kill a god. Like, okay, now the thing about this is there's also this I don't know, scientist, I forgot what he was, but basically he was saying that intelligent design has surpassed natural selection, or the God of the Bible, or the God of, that's in the cloud and stuff like that. That's basically how he was wording it, like saying that we are superior, or we've gotten to a point where we're superior to God. That's what he said. I'm quoting him basically. I'm not saying that. I would never say that. But anyway, basically that's the mindset that they have. That, again, that's why I said that I think that dude, Kazutoyo Mahiro, is a freaking, speaking as a man, I believe he's an Edomite, because like I don't really know. The Ammonites could be saying that, but I don't really know them to be saying something this wild. And that's just me, all right? Not trying to, speak up or defend Ammonites, all right? But I'm just saying. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, they would say that, the God that created this world, the God that can make things better, they want to fight against him. They want to rebel against him. They want to fight him. They want to kill him. They want to do this and the third. Even with Trump, when he was saying, we're gonna have the Space Force to go against, anything anything that's in the skies, these UFOs or whatever. All right, like these people are like crazy. Let me get that, as a matter of fact. Where is it? Obadiah, verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, that thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Proverbs chapter 16 verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Okay, so the thing that's coming for these devils, okay, I want to say dumbasses is a better term, all right, is destruction. Because how can they be thinking that they are, number one, they have a chance against YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, and like be straight wickedly and think that they are better and they are more morally sound than YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI. All right. Now moving onward, I want to go into free will. I don't really need to go into this. Okay, over here, let's go into here. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 11. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. Okay, so the delusion that they are able to go against YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI. Okay, that's from Yahweh. Okay, so for YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI to make them think, oh yeah, we have a chance, we can win, we can do this, we can make all this technology, and we're gonna have a chance. Okay, and at the end of the day, it was all set up. YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI made them believe that they can do something against him, that they can and that they might have a chance at winning. Okay, he gave them that delusion. All right, and honestly, in an instance like this, they would just get mad and say that what's it called? YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI is so mean for making people think that they had a chance, when no, the fact that they are able to just be straight up disrespectful, you have to accept all aspects of it. Okay, and also whatever happened, it is all justified. The Lord made these people this way. So cherry picking what you want to believe, what you think is right and what's wrong. All right, it's either you think that the Lord is righteous and that everything's good, okay, and you can trust in him and you can believe in him and follow after him and know that everything is going to get better, or you don't believe in him, you believe in yourself, and you get ready for the destruction that follows after. All right. Let's see. Let me get. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now, the thing about the people that are in power. All right. But this is gonna be the last. Yeah, this is gonna be the last talking point. The thing about the people that are in power, all right, they are thriving, all right, and they want to say, or they want to put out the fact that, we need to be happy as a people. We need to be happy, where we are right now. We need to be happy, and make the best of what we have right now, which is a wicked kingdom, a wicked world, a wicked society. All right, they're saying that they basically want people, or especially the people that are already serving them, to stay in servitude and stay, submitting to them. All right, so they're thriving now, and they want everyone to be content with that. All right, now Luke chapter 6 verse 24. Well, woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Okay, so now the thing about that is, those people that are thriving, that are living it up now, okay, the people that want the people in the lowest state to be content and enjoy living at their low state. Okay, they are basically having their consolation. Which what is a consolation? Okay, consolation, not constellation. Consolation is is the comfort received by a person after a loss or disappointment. Okay, so they weren't chosen. Okay, they weren't chosen by YAHAWASHI. They weren't blessed to have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that the people that were chosen do have. Okay, and they weren't chosen to not be under that strong delusion, as it says in 2 Thessalonians 2:11. All right. So as a result, okay, they have their consolation. We also need to remember that Proverbs chapter 3 verse 31, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Okay, we can't be envious of them. We can't say, oh, I wish I was like them. I wish I was famous. I wish I was rich and stuff like that. Okay, we can't be like that. Now let me get this as well. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Outward man, spiritual man. Verse 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So the main thing, okay, is for those that are lowly right now, we are going through something that's temporal, and it's being called a light affliction. Now, it might not be a literal light affliction, but but whatever we're going through now, no matter how big, great, or small it is temporal, because again, as we go back to Luke 6:24, it says that those that are rich now have received their consolation. All right, and the thing is, for those that endure and wait for the end, okay, it's going to be a lot greater. It's going to be a greater reward. It's going to be something that is eternal. So on top of it being eternal, it's going to be far more exceeding an eternal weight of glory. So not only is it going to be eternal, but it's also going to be a lot more. It's going to be a lot more heavy in terms of a reward. All right. So let's say you constantly have to be tortured every day for 100 years. Okay. The reward for going through all of that is something that, just as a minor, I want to say a minor comparison or parallel would be, you get 10 billion years of enjoying every millisecond of those 10 billion years. Okay, so the opposite of torture. All right, and that's what we have to look forward to in a parallel sense. Okay, call Allah YAHAWASHI, and that's basically the type of stuff I want to that's basically the lesson I really want to put out there. I really just did not, and that's honestly for me personally, what I've been doing is when I play video games now, I tend to not really listen to the story because I don't want to get offended. But at the same time, what this really showed me was, I gotta really listen more. Which honestly, this was all through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. YAHAWASHI made me take a second to stop skipping and actually listen to what they were saying, which led me to making this video. So call Allah YAHAWASHI, what the Wadi YAHAWASHI, for putting the spirit in me to make this lesson. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Kakpadash, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, DTA, Abad Rabal, and Shalom.